Welcome to CosmoFactory, a podcast by Cosmoprof Worldwide Bologna, where we explore the entire cosmetics, personal care, and fragrance industry supply chain. I'm your host, Deanna Utrusky, and here at CosmoFactory, we look beyond the trends to discover the ideas, initiatives, and innovations that are truly advancing beauty. Let's get started. This episode is about K-beauty. It's about consumer appreciation for non-vegan skincare and body care ingredients. It's about formulating product and creating a brand around donkey milk. And it's about the history and efficacy of a luxury skincare ingredient. Today, here on CosmoFactory, I'll be speaking with Yoon Tak Ok, Global Sales Manager at Woo Joo Inc. Yoon, welcome to CosmoFactory.
Hi, Dana. It's my honor to be on the CosmoFactory podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad you're here, especially because there is a lot going on in beauty right now with milks and milk proteins. Just as one example, Cosmo Factory listeners will have heard my conversation with the team at Velos Bio back in November. That's a company that uses plants to produce caseins as cosmetic ingredients. The company you work with, Yoon, brought donkeys into Korea and established a ranching operation. I'm hoping you can start by telling us about the donkey ranch. If we were visiting, what would we see? What would you want to show the beauty industry?
Yeah, so if you visit our donkey ranch, you'll see a directly managed care-first farm operations designed to protect both the animals' well-being and the integrity of the raw materials. What
Mhm.
we want the beauty industry to understand is that our donkey milk is not something that exists only on paper. It is fresh donkey milk obtained from our own farm, processed through a carefully controlled system to ensure quality, safety, and consistency. We operate a structured care program throughout the lactation period, intentionally limiting daily milking volumes to reduce the stress on the animals and preserve the nutritional value. The milk is then processed within a short time window to maintain its freshness and bioactive properties. So this Farm to Formula approach is the reason we developed the DKMX, our patented donkey milk complex, instead of relying on imported like finished ingredients or powdered donkey milk commonly used in the industry. So basically, our core ingredients comes directly from our own farm, and this commitment to origin, care, and traceability is not a marketing story. It is the heritage and foundation of our brands.
Mhm, mhm. No, and I appreciate hearing that because there are a lot of details in what you just shared that we might not always think about, especially when it comes to animal-derived ingredients. So that's very important. I'm glad you shared so much. Joo Inc. owns two different brands. One is a skincare brand. The other is what we would call a family brand. So this is products in multiple categories for people of all ages. Can you describe these two brands a bit more? What makes the formulations in one brand any different from those sold under the other brand?
So we do have the two different brands called the SkyMilk and also the Dear Ohneul. So the SkyMilk is a gentle, family-safe skincare and the living brand that began with the father's desire to help his child's extremely sensitive skin. The core idea is that the comfort first and the performance. It is a mild, non-irritating use experience with products designed to be used by kids through adults in the same household. And SkyMilk's R&D focuses heavily on skin comfort, barrier care, and low irritation testing. And the line also extends into living care, such as the fabric, the refreshers, and even the, the laundry detergents.
Some like home care
And
products is I think
yes, ma'am.
the term I often hear. Yeah.
Mhm. And the other one, the Dear Ono, is originally we have came up with the idea of like we've been receiving a lot of like desires from our actual customer base, asking that how about our company when you make them dedicated like products for the autos, not just for the family. So that's how we came up with the Dear Ono. And Dear Ono is a functional skincare brand built for the busy modern consumers, often like 30s and 60s, who want the visible, reliable result with the simple routines, especially around aging concerns, radiance, skin radiance, pores, and elasticity. So it's more like The SkyMilk is more towards the protecting the skin for the kids and all for the entire family, and Dear Ohneul is more for the active use, like the functional use for the skin,
Mhm.
targeting the daily like concerns about the skin troubles and aging.
Yeah, no, that makes good sense. When we hear about donkey milk in beauty, we also expect to hear about Cleopatra. Of course, she
Mhm.
ruled the kingdom of Egypt from 51 to 30 BC. This is quite some time ago. I'm hoping that you
Mhm.
can share insight into the traditions, wisdom, cultural knowledge that comes along with donkey milk as a cosmetic ingredient. What has history taught us?
Yeah, so historically, in certain parts of the Europe, donkey milk was often referred to as the white gold because its value comes from the simple reality that donkey milk could never be mass produced, and the daily yield is extremely limited, which means is that it was accessible only to a very small number of people, such as Cleopatra. And that rarity is well known even beyond the skin. Donkey milk has been used to produce the world's most expensive cheese, recognized by the Guinness World Records too. And this perception is also appears in the ancient literatures, like in Naturalis Historia by the Pliny the Elder. The mentioned the belief associated with the donkey milk's ability to keep skin soft and well cared. Figures such as the what we were mentioning about the Cleopatra are often linked to donkey milk in long-standing stories and legends related to beauty. Um, so the what we know is that the Cleopatra used to have the large herd of the donkeys, and when she's like traveling around, she used to bring the donkey herds for her skincare.
I love it. We often think about portable skincare products, right? I
Yes,
love
ma'am.
it. Just bring the
Yeah,
herd.
moving ranch.
That's amazing. Yeah, I want to think about contemporary science as well. If we sort of consider the question
Mhm.
of product or ingredient benefits, I'm curious to know what clinical testing data shows us about donkey milk. What are the most remarkable benefits of this ingredient?
So from the skincare perspective, the most consistent benefit of donkey milk are related to the skin comfort, hydration, and the barrier support. So from the recent studies, what we have like found out is that the donkey milk is most similar to the maternal milk, the I would say it's human breast milk,
Hmm.
and so it suggests that the donkey milk can help support more even looking skin tone, and also it is so gentle because of the similarity to the human breast milk, regulating the melanin production at the core level. And this points to a brightening supportive effect that does not really rely on harsh exfoliation or the irritation too. And also, the research has shown that the soothing and the anti-inflammatory potentials of the donkey milk, and also about the skin recovery and the regeneration process. Because we are like uh, doing a lot of like studies with the partnering with the Korean universities, studying about the how the donkey milk can like, act towards the actual skin biology. And from there, we also found out that the donkey milk has the one of the highest EGF contents of the yeah, and the EGF is means like epidermal growth factor, which is a skin healing factor. So overall, the most reliable takeaway is that donkey milk works as a gentle, skin-friendly ingredient that supports the hydration, comfort, and long-term skin balance. And that's how I will define it.
Excellent. No, that's very helpful. Can you go ahead then and describe the mechanism of action or what you understand about the mechanism of action of this ingredient? I guess I really want to know, how does this work with skin biology?
So the donkey milk works with the skin through a few simple but interconnected pathways. First, it supports the skin barrier. Healthy skin depends on the stable barrier, and donkey milk helps maintain hydration and the comfort. Key factor in keeping the skin resilient over time. And the second one is that it helps calm stressed skin. Studies suggest that donkey milk can reduce the irritation and also inflammation related responses, which is why it is particularly suitable for sensitive skin or skin exposed to the environmental stresses. It also plays a role in helping skin tone look more even And I think this is the most one of the most like famous like the properties of the donkey milk. Most of our like competition like products, it also shows that the donkey milk creams are really works well for the skin brightening
Mhm.
actions. So rather than the relying on the aggressive actions, the donkey milk gently influences melanin-related processes, supporting a brighter and more balanced skin appearances. So in addition, research points to benefits in skin recovery and the rejuvenation. I also mentioned about the EGF. Um, so, so donkey milk contains the components related to the growth factor signaling, such as the EGF, which are widely associated with the skin repairs and the renewal. Once again, it's, the epidermal growth factor. This helps explain its relevance in barrier-focused skincare, even as scientific research continues to evolve. So, so overall, donkey milk supports the skin not by forcing the rapid changes, but by helping restore and maintain the healthy skin, like biology.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I like that you said, science and research continues. We always have more to learn. And I think that's true even for, a legacy ingredient such as this. Um, It strikes me that both SkyMilk and Dear Ohneul could be designated really as what we think of as non-vegan brands, but also as K-beauty brands. My question for you here is, how much do these two movements inform your product development, your marketing, or anything else going on at Woo Joo Inc?
We always want to, I mean, we would love to follow the K-beauty trends and some of the non-vegan movements, but the thing is that the both K-beauty trends and the growing interest is non in the non-vegan beauty are like important movements in today's like global market. But we respect both, but we do not build our brands by reacting to the trends alone. So what we want to mention is what we want to focus is the heritage. So K-beauty has influenced us primarily on the technical levels, formulation or like precision, texture refinement, daily usability, and the expectation that skincare should deliver visible results while remaining comfortable for long-term use. But in that sense, K-beauty is a foundation. It's not just like the fashion, but and also the non-vegan movement, in our view, reflects a broader shift towards intentional choices. In today's consumers are no longer searching for single universal standards. It's more they're looking for products that genuinely suit their skin, values, and the lifestyle. What we have like realized is that there are so many brands around the world right now. I think there's more than like 30,000 skincare products. And from those brands, the customers are looking for which product or which brand that suits them the most. And our core value is that built around the fresh donk milk sourced directly from our own farm. I mean, this means our products are not vegan by definition, and we are transparent about that one. And rather than positioning ourselves against any movement, we focus on the ingredients integrity, animal care, traceability, and the scientific formulation. So ultimately, we believe modern beauty is not about following the loudest trend, but about offering clear, honest choices and earning trust from the consumers who share our perspective and values.
Mhm, mhm.
And we wanted
No,
to keep it there. Yeah.
no, excuse me.
Oh,
Go ahead. You can finish your thought.
oh yeah. Yeah. So we want to just focus on what we believe is best for our company and also for the customers.
Mhm,
And we're going to find out, we're going to look for the consumers like who thinks that our brand is suits them the best.
mhm, mhm. No, and I appreciated hearing you say that. You're focused on transparency, you're focused on communicating how you care for the animals, how, the ingredient obviously benefits the skin. That's that's something everyone is focused on. But I think that idea of really just sharing candid information is becoming so much more common as we think about, traceability and transparency throughout the industry. So it's interesting to hear you speak to that. It probably goes without saying, and you mentioned there are
Mm,
quite a number of brands in this space, but the two brands we're talking about today are not the only ones formulating with donkey
mm,
milk. There are really too many to mention. And certainly brands from several countries use this ingredient. I would note, however, that a number of brands using donkey milk as their hero ingredient
That's
are
right.
made in Greece. You mentioned competitor brands, and this
Mhm.
the importance of the benefit of skin brightening or even skin tone. I'm wondering if you can say more about your direct competitors, the type of brands that consumers might compare SkyMilk or Dear Ohneul to. Are they necessarily donkey milk brands, or are they in another sort of category or benefit class?
I'll say the products that we have been like finding in through the internet or through our research is that many of the companies are using the donkey milk as one of the ingredients for the certain product for the skin brightening and so on. Yeah. So some donkey milk brands may be viewed as a category neighbors, but in real consumer behavior, comparison usually happen by the problem and the need, not by the ingredients alone. So the SkyMilk and also for the Dear Ohneul, we do use the our patented ingredient called the DKMX. It has the anti-inflammatory and also antioxidation and skin brightening properties that we got. And SkyMilk is most often compared with the Gentle Kids family skincare brands. And I think I also mentioned before as well. So and the Dear Ohneul is more often compared with the functional anti-aging, pore care, and the other common skin care products. So while the donkey milk brands can be competitors are stronger, different the differentiation is that the combination of the directly farm fresh donkey milk sourcing and patented DK mix complex that I've mentioned, and product level testing and positioning by user needs. Because I mean, for each product that we develop, we intensively go through all the clinical studies for we have like total 10 SKUs, and for each SKUs, we go through about 3 to 4 clinical studies. And we try to prove that the donkey milk is one of the key, I mean, the main ingredients. It can be compared to yeah to the PDRNs of the or even for the niacinamide or even the other ingredients. I
Yeah, no, that's definitely interesting to think about competitors, but also, yeah, the clinical testing there again that you're doing. I'm curious to know if there are plans to launch additional brands or new products. You mentioned it's a relatively small product portfolio. If there
Mhm.
are future plans that you can share with us, I would love to hear that.
Yeah, so we are working on for the Dear Ohneul side. We're trying to launch the men's line, not just caring for the ladies, and also for the face mask and the face mist that the product that we were missing. We are trying to launch. I mean, was it this year?
Uh-huh.
And even for the body lotion for the Dear Ohneul. And Sky Milk side, we believe that we have the full SKUs ready just for the whole family care. So not just like a bike, like expanding the SKUs, we're trying to working on like getting the CPNPs done for the existing sunblock product and the renewal like process is going on for the sunblock cleansing tissue. I think in Asia these days is the people are more focusing on to the caring about the sunblocks, and also we saw that I mean there's a like growing demands about how to properly cleanse the existing sunblocks on their skin, even for the kids or even for the adults. So sunblock cleansing tissue.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. It's a very interesting point you just made about cleansing sun care products off the skin. But in general, a lot of exciting developments, it sounds like, coming from your company. And I always love hearing about what's coming next. You know, it's no secret that I'm passionate about the entire beauty industry, of course. But what listeners may not know is that I really like donkeys. So this was an especially fun interview for me. You and I thank you for being my guest here today on Cosmo Factory.
Yeah, it's once again it's my honor to be on here, and thank you for the time today, Diana.
Thank you so much for listening. If you find the Cosmo Factory podcast useful, please take a moment to leave us a 5-star review and share your thoughts so even more cosmetic industry professionals can discover the Cosmo Factory. I'm Deanna Utrusky. Please join me again next Tuesday for a new episode of the Cosmo Factory podcast.